Hi guys, and welcome to my dupe video. So I've decided to do a video on dupes of more affordable products in comparison to the products that I have been using in my last videos. And I'm sure I've been saying for a while that I'm going to be doing a dupe video, and I've finally gotten around to doing it. So I hope you enjoy, and I hope this is of some use and kind of helps you out a little bit. So let's get started. So generally I use my NARS foundation, like that's my favourite foundation to use. However, when I go to work or on days that like I'm just like maybe having like a bad skin day and I need to use foundation, but like I'm not going anywhere that like special, I use this Maybelline Fit Me foundation. It's very similar to the NARS foundation. It's like dewy, it's good coverage. The only thing is that it's slightly darker than the colour that I would prefer. This is in the colour 220, but for coverage and dewiness, I definitely give it a thumbs up. So yeah. Okay, so this is a really good dupe for my Artiste brush. It's obviously, you all know the Beauty Blender, so it's just a good dupe sponge for that as well. It's by Real Techniques, and it's really good for blending in the foundation and for packing powder on under the eyes, which is like what I used it for. I also used it for my foundation today because, can I say that my whole face is like dupified today. It's all dupes apart from like one thing which I'll tell you about later. So yeah, this was like excellent for that. It did what it is meant to do. It blended in the foundation. The reason I use the Artiste brush though and not this all the time is just because your sponge will use 60% of the product, which is, I know it's a scary number, whereas your Artiste brush uses a lot less. But yeah, definitely good like for anybody who prefers a sponge just to a brush, because there's some people that just like prefer sponges on their skin than to brushes. So yeah, so next is the concealer. Now, if I'm being completely honest, because I'm not going to just like pretend everything is amazing and like, you know, just for like the video's sake. When it comes to my dark circles, I am very particular. Like, if you have watched my YouTube videos until now, you know that. So this is usually like my kind of going to work concealer, where I don't want to use my kind of more expensive concealer. However, my Kevyn Aucoin, I have to say, is like better because I feel like it gives me a brighter, more covered, you know, complexion under my eyes. This is still really good. Like, if you do not have like insanely bad circles like I do, this is amazing. It's the Maybelline eye razor, well, the instant anti-age eye razor, in the colour Light. It's very light, like that's it on my hand there. So it's very light, and it just glided on, as you can see. This does though run out really quickly. I've noticed this is my second one, and I've only used it a few times, and it's already like this, I think a quarter of it's gone down, because you have to use quite a lot of it in comparison to like my Kevyn Aucoin concealer, which I don't use like as much of at all. So yeah, it's really good though for somebody who really does not have like a really bad problem with their under eyes. And obviously my NYX orange concealer like corrector, that's not that expensive either. So yeah, that corrector plus this, it's yeah, good. This is kind of a newer dupe that I have been using. This is because one of my friends and my cousin, like, they've been obsessing over it, and it is the Complexion Sheer Loose Powder. Again, I'm not going to lie, I prefer my Laura Mercier only because I actually get a colour in my Laura Mercier. It's a natural beige, and it's kind of like a nice kind of yellow tone to it, so it gives me that kind of like yellowish tone under my eyes, which I like. However, this is still really good. It's very thin. You don't want like a very thick powder, and it brushes off really easily, and it is quite, like, I've used it today and it's pretty good. So definitely one to go and get. It's £1.99, so even if you don't like it, you've not broken the bank buying it. So if this works for you, use this before you go into like a more expensive powder if you can, because you're definitely saving money, which is always a good thing. Okay, so this isn't even a dupe because I have never actually used any other eyeliner, just because this is so amazing, and I'm thinking, why should I use a more expensive one when this does exactly what I want it to do. This is the Natural Collection black eyeliner. I don't even think like it has like a particular name, like it's just Natural Collection black eyeliner, and it's got a very thin, very thin brush, and I really like that because I like going quite thin with my eyeliner. And if I feel like going thicker, it's that thin that I can just do like more, I can just add more in, and it will go thicker. It's because it's thin, it gives me that kind of, you know, structure at the end where I can create like a good point if I want to, a sharp edge. So for that it's really good. Some people have said to me, you know, you should try a different eyeliner, but I'm like, no, like with eyeliner I just want to be safe because I'm not amazing at applying it, so I'm definitely just going to stick to what I know. But yeah, I love this. Like, this is one of my favourite cheap products, if I have to say that. Yeah, so definitely love it. And it's smudge resistant, as it says, so that's a good thing. Okay, so my next dupe is like a newer dupe, and I have to say I absolutely love it. My cousin introduced me to this, and it's the L'Oreal False Lash Architect 4-Dimension Effect Fibers Mascara. I just read what it said on the mascara. And this is by L'Oreal, and it's really, really good. I'm not that fussy when it comes to my mascara, just because I need it to be like black and like make my eyelashes look long, and that, for me, that will do. But this is really good because, okay, it's black, it makes my eyelashes look long, it makes them look thick, and it also separates them, like it doesn't clog. Like, it's not like all cloggy, is that the word I'm looking for? I'm not sure. But yeah, it's really good, definitely one to get. It's £9.99, still not like super cheap, but I don't know, I love it, it's really, really good. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to talk about is like my favourite dupe at the moment. Like, I am like obsessed with it, and if you follow me on Snapchat you will see this because I've gone on and on about it on Snapchat. If I ever buy like a new product that day, I'm always putting it on Snapchat. So yeah, like you can follow me on Snapchat if you want to find out what I'm using before I put it on YouTube. But yeah, this product is my NYX like liquid to matte lipstick. Oh my goodness, I absolutely love it. It's amazing. It's in the colour Abu Dhabi. It's like 09, and it's just like the perfect kind of nude colour. I feel like for my skin tone, and girls of my skin tone will know this, that finding like the perfect nude is really difficult because sometimes it can be like too light for our skin and we just look like washed out. And this is like, you know, it's just that perfect colour, and it reminds me a lot of the Huda Beauty colour Bombshell. I've seen that on a few girls, and it's very, very quite similar to this one. So if you can't get your hands on that lip contour, this NYX matte soft matte lip cream is amazing, and I love it. Like, and it's not drying. Some of these liquid ones that turn to matte can be very drying on your lips, but I've not found this drying at all. I've not had to put Vaseline on underneath it or anything like that. To carry on with the lips, you know, my go-to lip liner is the Spice Lip Liner by MAC. I just love the colour, and I've been using it literally since I was like, I don't know, after I stopped using Miss Sporty lip gloss, I went to Spice Lip Liner. I was using it before Kylie Jenner. And however, there is a very, very good dupe, and I don't know if anybody knows about this, but Rivag, it's like, I don't know who watches my YouTube videos in particular, but if you're somebody that kind of knows about Medora lipsticks and Rivag lip pencils, you know, and if you have like family members that live in Pakistan or you're from Pakistan, you will know about Rivag, and they are amazing, these lip pencils. Like, they're so, you know, they glide on, they've got a lot of colour, and they have their own version of Spice, and it's very similar to the colour. I have to give it to them, and it's waterproof, they've written on it, so that's really good. And yeah, like, it's, if you want a cheaper lip liner than Spice, go for Rivag Spice. It's very, very similar to the colour, and it does the job, so well done. Yeah, I totally forgot to mention that my contour was this Sephora Highlight and Lowlight Face Contour Duo. It's like a crayon, so it has like two sides, like one side is, you know, like your contour and one side's your highlight. I used this to contour my face today. I contoured my nose with it too, just drew the lines, and then I blended it in with this Sephora concealer brush, not a contour brush. I think I said contour in my last video, but it's actually the concealer brush because it's a lot smaller, so I feel like it kind of, you know, blends in better. So yeah, I used basically two Sephora things for my contour. Okay, so today, for my highlight, I've used the other side of this, because obviously it's a lot lighter, if you can see that. And I used it down my nose, like here, like in the highest point of your cheekbones, because to be honest, I don't actually have like a dupe for my kind of glowier, kind of glittier highlights, just because I love highlights and like just enjoy buying like the higher end kind of highlights. So at the moment I'm like obsessed with the glow kit, the Anastasia Beverly Hills glow kit, and I've been using this like all the time, so I can't even say, I'm not gonna lie and be like, yeah, like I've got like a dupe for my highlight, because I don't.
I'm still obsessed.
Use more of it.
Oh god,
No,
no,
I've used you to use.
No, I've done it. It made me look so glowy.
This is why I don't have a dupe for it. Where was I? You're making me lose my train of thought. So I don't have a dupe for that. But I didn't use it today on my face because I was like, that's not fair. However, the one thing I did do for my, like on my face, and it's not a dupe, is my eyebrows. I use the Dip Brow by Anastasia Beverly Hills just because I don't actually have a dupe for my eyebrows either. So, and I was not going to like leave my eyebrows undone and like do a YouTube video. That's not going to happen. So yeah. I think that's me gone through all my dupes. Yes, it is. I hope this video was of some use, and I hope it's helped you maybe look at some kind of more affordable products, and I hope that some of you actually go out and try these products and tell me how they are. I obviously think they're good, otherwise I would not have bought them. I hope to be back soon with another video, and see you again. Bye!